everybody. I am so excited to be here with you face to camera again. I am in my jammies. Look at, I have on my leopard jammies. We're gonna just get here and we are just going to talk and hang out and do the things. And so today I just wanted to sit down and talk to you all about my planner story. I don't think I've ever actually told this story on this channel. I think I've said it on the podcast, shameless self-promotion. I do have a podcast with my bestie Leanne, and you can check it out. I'll try to link it somewhere up over here or definitely down in the description box below. It is called Spice Chaos, but we have told our planner stories over there, but I don't think I've ever told it here. So if you don't follow me on the podcast, here's your chance to know my planner story. Ever since I was a kid, I've been into paper and stickers, and I have been a sticker collector since I was very little. I remember I had this like dusty rose color box with a snap-on lid. It was like a, I don't know, like some kind of Tupperware box that my mom had gotten me from the 90s. I am a millennial, full disclosure, but it was this box, and it is where I kept all of my most favorite paper. And I also had another one that matched it in this like tealy color, and that was my sticker collection. So I had a sticker collection and I had a paper collection. I also had a rock collection. I was a bit of a collector, but I loved things like Lisa Frank. I loved coloring books. I loved to just sit for hours and practice my handwriting. All of those things were my jam. And as far as planning goes, so my mom always used a desk calendar. I remember she would always write her work schedule in there. She was always writing down appointments because, you know, this was the 90s. We didn't have phones to put things in. I don't think she puts her appointments in her phone even still. I think she still has that desk calendar. I'm almost certain she gets a new one every year. Okay, but she, when I was like 12 or 13, she, maybe even a little younger, maybe even like 5th grade, we were noticing that while I liked to collect paper, I was definitely not, I would not describe myself as an organized child. I had a messy room. I was not one to put things back where they go. Even at school, my desk was always a mess. And so getting organized was something that my mom really wanted to work on with me because she was very, very organized as a child. So that was something we worked on. So from like starting in like 6th grade, she also started getting me a wall calendar. And I remember this one that she got me was my favorite one, and I will never forget it. It was like a teen calendar, first of all, very cool. And then it also came with stickers. So it came with like fun stickers where I could like mark the holidays and I could like mark my little kid appointments and stuff. It was my jam. And I remember loving that thing. And I was filling that out like every day because I loved putting the stickers in there. It was my favorite thing. So fast forward to middle and high school, I was also the kid who would get the school planner. Like I would get the planner every year and then I would fill in my homework because even though I was a bit of like a kind of a mess, like an organized person, I have always been very good at school, which basically means I know how to follow directions and turn things in on time, basically. So I've been very good at those kind of things. So I loved to write down my homework in my planner. I loved to write down my appointments. And as I got busier into high school, I was an athlete and I had things with my friends, and I think I might have been in a theater production, maybe, or something, other things, other extracurriculars. I would write those things down in my planner, right? So I loved having a school planner. And I think the oldest planner that I still have is from my senior year in college. So when I went to college, I continued the same thing. I just grabbed like the student planner from the, the student center, and I got the planner and I would write things in it. And I think the one that I remember from my college was like a horizontal layout, and there wasn't much else to it. I mean, it had like your student information in the front, but I also wasn't someone that like doodled in my planner. I wasn't ever like on the crafty side. Like I feel like there are people who are definitely, like the memory keepers and the crafters and the people who can, transform into these beautiful pages. I just happen to know how to put stickers in my planner. It's a pretty simple process once you know like what kind of planner you're using. Anyway, so I used the college planner. At the end of my senior year in college, I gave birth to my daughter. So I was pretty young when I had her, but for whatever reason, during that time, I basically lost my use of a planner, and I kind of lost an organization system. And I, to this day, kind of have to think about, like, why did that happen? I kind of hate it when people say this, but it was a bit of a traumatic experience for me. I love my daughter. I would never wish for anything to ever, you know, change about having her. It was just a lot at a very busy time, and I was young. I didn't know what I was doing, and so I think, like, I lost that system because I just felt like I had to give something up, and I felt like maybe even like a pride thing. Are we having a little planner therapy? I think we might be having some planner therapy. So maybe even like a pride thing where I felt like I had to remember it all, and it didn't go very well. I missed a lot of appointments. I missed a lot of things, and I just figured, you know, the hot mess mom was just what I was because I was young and all of these things. But my husband, meanwhile, was very good at using our digital tools. He would encourage me to use our digital calendar and put my appointments on there, and for whatever reason I resisted. We now have a very active and functional family calendar, but I do have this stubbornness streak. So anyway, that took a while to acquire, but I figured that I was just a hot mess mom. Where was I? I think I was scrolling Facebook, because that would have been like the time frame when Facebook was kind of at its height. And I saw an advertisement for Erin Condren planners. And I remembered that I had this love of writing things down on paper. I even so much as love to fill out Brian's paperwork. So when he would get a job, I would fill out like his I-9 and his W-2, and I was like, give me your paperwork. I love filling out paperwork. So I just love putting a pen on paper. I don't know what it is. I just love writing it. I love writing on paper. I don't know what it is. I think it may be the millennial in me that may be just like, I was always a journaler also. I forgot to mention that when I was younger, when I was like 13, 14, I was like writing all my thoughts and feelings in a journal. So I just love to write things on paper. So I saw this ad for this Erin Condren planner, and I was like, hey, I remember that I loved having a planner in college, and I remember that I did a great job keeping on track with things when I had my planner in college. Could I use a planner now as a mom to keep track of things? And I think there was also kind of an uptick at this time of like moms using like a mom planner. That was like kind of a hobby for moms at that time. That was in like, oh my gosh, that had to have been like maybe like 2015, somewhere in there, something like that. So there was like, it was like this up and coming hobby for moms. And so I was like, okay, cool. I'm going to look at this. So I clicked on the link and I saw the price tag. Now, looking back, I kind of laugh at that, thinking about how much I spend on individual planner supplies, but we don't need to talk about that. That is another video. So anyway, I was kind of like, oh my gosh, okay, I cannot pay. It ended up being like $80 for the planner that I wanted because of the customizations and stuff when I went through the website. We know how it is when we get into the EC website. So I was like, okay, I know that I want to try something like this, but I need to try it on a smaller scale first to see if it works. So where do I go? Leave it in the comments if you think you know where I went. Pause the video here. Okay, so now where did I go? Of course, I went to Target, where everybody goes to find their hopes and dreams, okay? So I was like, maybe if I go to Target, I can find something similar to this planner. So I went to Target, and I'm looking through, they had a whole stationery aisle. I was flipping through things. Nothing really felt quite right. And then I looked over and I saw a day designer, and I was like, okay, this is kind of close to what I saw. It's not quite as fun with all of the colors. It's not quite as like, I don't know, it doesn't look as cute as what I had wanted, because that is definitely something that I wanted in a planner. I wanted it to look cute. That's always been something that has been exciting to me, is like really fun, doodly kind of graphics. It's been fun for me to have like, stickers in my planner. Anyway, having a cute planner is always something that has interested me. So I was like, okay, well, I'm going to take this home and we'll try it out. And on the way home, I was like, okay, wait, I'm going to try one more place. I'm going to make one more stop, and then we will take this day designer home if there's nothing here. Let me know if you think you know where my second stop was. Okay, so my second stop was Michael's. I don't know why I thought Michael's, but I guess maybe like Michael's had been the place that I had gone to for like school supplies or something, or like school projects, that kind of thing. So I go there, And of course, this was during the second Happy Planner release. So the first Happy Planner release, there were 3 planners. There was one that was black with a gold heart. There was one that was white with gold dots on it. And then there was one that had like a colorful chevron pattern. That was the first release. This was the second release of the Happy Planner. There were also big Happy Planners at this time. The one that I picked up had black and white lines inside, and I actually think this was like a sugar and type planner, if I remember correctly. I can't remember what I did like 10 minutes ago, but I can remember that this might have been a sugar and type planner. What is wrong with the mid-30s brain? I don't get it. Anyway, so I take this planner home and I'm like, okay, this is gorgeous. I love this. And I actually even showed it on my YouTube channel because at that time I had also been, you know, dabbling in having a YouTube channel. I was like, I'm a mom. I'm going to have another baby soon. I'm going to make a YouTube channel all about like feeding my baby and doing these things. And I had this YouTube channel. I was like, okay, cool. As a mom, I'm going to show this to other moms, right? Because I had this mom channel. That video, I'm telling you, the views on that video compared to the views on my other videos, it was like out of this world. And I was like, okay, all right. And so I was playing around with this planner and I was like, okay, well, maybe since other people are watching this video of mine, maybe there are other people making planner videos. And that is when I discovered the entire planner world. There were a lot of EC girls on YouTube at that time. Not very many Happy Planner girls, actually. Fun fact, I actually started my channel before Heather Kell and before Kita. So I was like one of the only people doing Happy Planner. There were maybe a few others. I want to say there was like 1 or 2 others. Anyway, I was like one of the only people talking about Happy Planners in the space. I think the Happy Planner might have had their own YouTube channel at that time. I'm almost certain that they did. Anyway, so I started, you know, looking at these other people who were planning. I started learning about EC kits. I started learning about Etsy. I started learning about decorative planning, and I was like, okay, stickers that can go in your planner that can help you to be organized. Yes, please. And so I started dabbling in EC kits, and I would immediately, like, anytime I saw a video of something that I liked, I copied that in my planner. I didn't post these things. I wasn't like copying them and then posting them and like claiming them as my own. These were like for me to try out. The thing is that I was posting on YouTube were mainly like hauls and flip throughs and that kind of thing. Those were the things that got my channel the most views at that time because there wasn't a squad at that time. I think there was like a, oh my gosh, they called it a design team, I think, way back then. And I don't think they were posting on YouTube. What I learned later is that they were posting on Instagram, but I did not have a planner Instagram at that time, so I had no idea. I did not know about planner Instagram before YouTube. Fun fact, I did planner YouTube way before I did planner Instagram, which is such a funny journey. So I learned about these things, put them in my planner, and tried them out. And then I figured out, okay, well, this part of this girl's spread I really like and is working for me. This part of this girl's spread is working, and so I would like smash them together and try things. I tried things that were super functional. I tried different stickers, different kits. I was just in a big like experimental phase. And then the Happy Planner came out with their very first sticker book. And then I knew that I wanted to use mostly Happy Planner stickers in my Happy Planner. And really, aside from like the different things that I've added into my channel, like my shopping vlogs are things that a lot of you come to my channel for, and these like face to camera, chatty style videos, a lot of you come here for that I've added in. Budgeting stuff is something that you all come here to talk about and that kind of thing. But really, like, other than my channel evolving, that is pretty much what has happened. The only big major change in my planner story to date has been moving from being a self-proclaimed vertical planner for life to a dashboard planner. Now, I may not always be a dashboard planner. I may try something new, but right now, and for this, I hate this, I kind of hate this saying, but this season in my life, the dashboard planner is where it's at for me, and I love my dashboard. I am excited to try some of the new things. Fun fact, I will have my Happy Planner haul from the new release live on Tuesday, so stay tuned for that. It is supposed to arrive to my house on Monday, so I will be filming that on Monday for you, and that will be live on Tuesday. So if you're new, subscribe so you can see my new release Happy Planner haul and all of those good things. But really, that is my planner story. I have been hooked on discs. I didn't intentionally go out like seeking out discs. I really just wanted a planner that kind of resembled what that EC planner looked like and had those boxes. I really wanted to try out the boxes because that was like the thing to do at that time. Little did I know that wasn't really the planner for me, but that's neither here nor there. That is really my planner story. The discs are just something that I kind of fell into, and thankfully I did, because I love, as you know, changing things out and moving things in and you know, changing the look of my planner and that kind of thing with the discs, and I love discs. I love them so much. I haven't tried a coil in a while, so I'm wondering if I should challenge myself to use a coil. Let me know if you guys would love to see coil planner videos. I know that many of you use a Happy Planner, so let me know if you'd like to see me go outside of my comfort zone. If you want to see me uncomfortable, just let me know. Anyway, I hope you all have a fantastic day. And I would love to hear your planner stories in a nutshell or in long form, however much you want to write down in the comments. I would love to know. So send me your planner story down in the comments and let me know what you thought of my planner story. Let me know if you thought that's kind of how it was going to go. Let me know if that's similar to other things. But I hope you all are having a comfy, cozy night, and I'm glad that we got to have this chat and just kind of hang out. This was really fun, and I will definitely talk with you all very soon. But again, if you're new here, my name is Caitlin. It's great to meet all of you, and I would love for you to hit that red subscribe button down below and go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Make sure that you give this video a thumbs up and leave that planner story in the comments below and any other comments, questions, or concerns that you have. Those are free ways that you can help my channel, and I absolutely love interacting with you guys there as much as I can. And if you want to find me anywhere else, please go ahead and follow me over on Instagram at creatinginchaos_official. You can also find me on Patreon. Thank you to the 2 new patrons who have joined the Patreon this month, and I would love to see that community grow. My patrons are the main and most consistent sponsor of my channel, and I am so thankful for you. You guys are my heart and soul. You are wonderful, and thank you so much. Other things that you can do are just honestly what you're doing right now, watching the video in its entirety, and helping me that way as well. And then if you'd like to find me in one last place, you can find me over on the Spice Chaos podcast, which we talked about before, but that is linked down below. And if you're shopping this most recent Happy Planner release, please use my affiliate link down in the description box below as well. And by the way, you guys,